Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. It's as if I had known that things were going to be messy between the Kenya Kwanza government and the Azimio faction.
Let me tell you something. It is going to be messy, it is going to be noisy, and it is going to have casualties.
You know, William RUTO believed that the only organization that was going to rescue him was the Azimio. But the courts made a very clever move of throwing a challenge to Azimio and Kenya Kwanza. Now, take a look at this. Right now, Raila Amolo Odinga is in Addis Ababa. I understand even William RUTO is not in the country. I'm not checked, but I was told that by someone that he could have jetted out of the country. Now, if he is not in the country, they are out there, and most likely is going to do mobilization of other presidents whom he can bank on to vote for Raila Amolo Odinga, knowing that if Raila wins, then Raila is going to support him, because right now RUTO doesn't have support. Since he is banking on Raila's support, and Raila Amolo Odinga's troops have already pronounced an end to the broad-based arrangement. I told you in my previous video that the moment this court order reached Parliament, that was the beginning of the end of the broad-based, and it's already being seen in the video that has been shared, ladies and gentlemen. So before we escalate this analysis further, kindly like this video. It's so important, because when you like this video, YouTube shares our video to so many other people. Now subscribe if you're not subscribed before, and to existing subscribers, I want to continue thanking you so much, because without you this channel cannot grow. It's either Moses Wetangula is afraid that should he go against the Kenya Kwanza, then atakuwa hana support. So he could have made a deliberate attempt to snatch the majority position from the Azimio back to Kenya Kwanza. It's so funny, because Wetangula made that pronouncement, and at the same time, understand there's an appeal.
Order, members standing around Honorable JUNET. Honorable JUNET, take your seat. Order, Honorable. The Kenya Kwanza coalition is the majority party, and the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition party is the minority party in the House. I have not received order. Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition party consists of 154 members. The Kenya Kwanza Alliance consists of 165 members.
Of course, Wetangula made that pronouncement, and at the same time, understand there's an appeal, because the court said that Wetangula is supposed to appeal. So Wetangula has appealed. So if Wetangula has appealed or directed the legal team to appeal, then it means Wetangula might maintain the status quo of making sure that Azimio is the minority and Kenya Kwanza is the majority. So if Kenya Kwanza is the majority, just like what he has said, and the Azimio people have walked out on Wetangula, what does that mean? It simply means that going forward, what was beginning to be enjoyed in Parliament as a rosy relationship whereby bills would pass without any interference, that is not going to be the case. In fact, the budget is just about to be presented in Parliament. There's going to be a finance bill 2025-2026. So there's an expectation from the RUTO's faction that Azimio MPs are going to support. You see, this time round, it's not going to be like last year. You see, last year, the members of Parliament who are with Rigathi Gachagua supported the government. They are not going to support the finance bill, because they will be attempting to follow the directives of Rigathi Gachagua, which are going to be fighting the government. So if that is the case, then the Azimio and those people from Rigathi Gachagua are going to be on one side and fight the government, you know, the side of Kimani Ichung'wah. So I think this decision by Moses Wetangula ameiharakisha. Yeye kitu angefanya pale, angesema hivi. Angesema, let me honor the court's order and let JUNET Mohammed be a majority leader on an interim capacity, then make an appeal the following week. So an appeal is made about something like a stay or anything, I don't know, but that would have given Ichung'wa an opportunity to go back to his office, because an appeal has been made on the same, so which is going to suspend that court order. Again, hearing a brother determination and the like is to be done. And if that is to be done, it's supposed to be done on the Supreme Court, which is going to make a determination. So I'm just looking at this scenario whereby now they are going to appeal. The question is, Wetangula is appealing against what? Because he himself has not honored what the judges said. So he's going to appeal against which decision? Let's also take, for example, he has appealed. The Supreme Court decides that they want to uphold what was given as a ruling, that indeed Wetangula made an erroneous decision or an erroneous ruling confirming Azimio as the minority and Kenya Kwanza as the majority. Let's assume that that is the case. What is going to happen? Is Wetangula going to go back and say, now Kimani Ichung'wa take the minority positions and the other faction take the majority position? Is that the time now when Wetangula is going to make that decision? Because we are at crossroads here, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to go below in the comment section and tell me what you think about this statement from JUNET Mohammed, Millie Odhiambo, and a team from Azimio.
Square one. Square one sasa. Square zero. 2022. But let me tell you something. It is going to be messy. It is going to be noisy. And it's going to have casualties. It is going to have casualties, I can promise you.
We know the first casualty.
Yeah, and we can see it is getting smelly. Already. From the way Parliament is being handled, it is getting smelly.
Mwango can see it also.
We don't feel any broad-based arrangement in Parliament.
No,
there is nothing. Broad-based is in the executive only. Parliament has no broad-based mechanism. We are not there. So, my fellow, with the permission of my fellow colleagues, I have told you, going forward, it's not going to be business as usual.
Correct.
And we have withdrawn our members from the House Business Committee.
Yes.
I am sure they have just said, as many of that opinion, we will whip them if they put them there. Yes. They will have their own House Business Committee, their own.
Yes. Which will also challenge
in court, in public, in private, everywhere.
So the Speaker, and that what Parliament does cannot be questioned. That is not correct. Otherwise, we would as well bury the concept of separation of powers, which operates under a system of checks and balances.
It's a creation of the Constitution.
Yes, Parliament is a creation of the Constitution, and so we must follow the Constitution. If we go against the Constitution, the courts have to put us back in line, whether we agree with the court or not. As Azimio, we have disagreed with the court many times before, but we have respectfully agreed. Disobeyed.
Including the Supreme Court.
Exactly.
The presidential elections.
Including the ones who are calling us and all those. But we respectfully disagreed with them.
They are saying it is finished. Robert Mbui was also there. That there is no more. Just go below in the comment section and tell us what you think about that. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.